Hey Paula Dean, hey ladies of Philadelphia, it's Stephanie Pope again. Welcome, I'm in Southern California in my kitchen and we are making our appetizer week for our second round. And I'm really excited to bring to you my creamy black bean taquitos. And these are awesome because they're not fried, they use a really great black bean that has good fiber and corn in it, so it's really not going to weigh you down. It's going to stay light and it's going to be a great appetizer for even the biggest of your meat eaters. So I hope you enjoyed. Let's get started. So these are our lovely ingredients for our creamy black bean taquitos that are going to be so delicious. First, we have our Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh, look at that. And it's chive and onion. It's gonna add great onion flavor for us without even having to chop an onion. We have a teaspoon and a half of chili powder, a teaspoon and a half of cumin, 2 cans of black beans, and we're gonna drain these. A ton of cilantro. You know, I'm gonna use about a half a cup in the taquitos and about the same for decoration. So you use as much or as little as you want. 1 lime, and we're gonna zest it, and we're gonna juice it. And here we have corn, and see the little frozen bits on it, and that's because I'm using frozen corn, but if you have the canned corn or if you even want to use fresh corn, it would probably be equivalent to 1 corn on the cob. All right, let's get cooking. So I have all my ingredients laid out. We're all ready to get started. So my oven is at 350, so it's ready for us when we need it. And I have a large pot or medium pot over medium heat. We don't want anything to burn, so just medium heat is perfect. So now I have my drained, and I gave them a quick rinse, so just to get all of the really grainy stuff off of them. So put in your 2 cups of black beans. We have, of course, our yummy Philadelphia cream cheese, and like I said, this is adding so much flavor, especially with the onion and chive, that, you know, I'm not doing any of that work. Philadelphia is taking care of it for me. So I'm very happy to have Philadelphia. Then we're gonna add, oop, I missed some. Gotta get all of that cream cheese in there. There we go. All right. Then we've got our chili powder and our cumin, however you pronounce it. Cumin, I have no clue. Then you're going to add in your corn, and mine is frozen, but as you eat it through, it's not going to be a problem. So just throw that in there, all the ones in there. Now we're going to add the juice and the zest of 1 lime. This is going to have the nice acidic flavor that will balance out the really heaviness of the black beans. So just use a microplaner, and we're going to go ahead, just zest it right over it. And you want to make sure you just barely see the white of the rind. You don't want to go any further than that because it actually is going to be very bitter. So make sure you just stay just the green part of your lime. Oh, I can just smell it already. The lime is going to add so much flavor to this, and so is the cilantro. So take that, and then just check. Yep, see, it's all on the back of on the microplaner. So just make sure you just check that. All right. Then just cut this in half and give it a good squeeze. All right. I want all that lime in there. So give this a good stir. So let's get our cilantro chopped. Now, we might as well do all of the cilantro at once and then keep 2 piles. One that's going to go inside of our pot and one that's going to make it really pretty for our decorations. So just run your knife through, make it as rough or as fine as you want. Man, this smells good. And you know, with this recipe, I made it for lunch one time. So it's an appetizer. I think it can work great as a lunch. It's going to be an appetizer for my husband and I for dinner tonight. Or what's great is use just the black bean, the dip part of this whole thing, and serve it with chips. So it'll be also a great dip as well. It's a very versatile recipe, which all of us are always looking for. All right, so again, we're gonna take about half. So take about half of this and plop this inside our pot. And I'm just gonna wait until this gets all mixed through. The cream cheese just needs to melt a little bit inside the black beans. And then we're gonna start rolling our taquitos. All right, it's been a couple of minutes and it's really, really quick. Like I said, this is gonna be a really quick appetizer for you to just throw together. And let me tell you, this mixture, it smells so good. I added a little bit of salt. I wouldn't add it if you don't think that it's necessary, but I just wanted a little bit more of the lemon, the lime, to really be an accent. So now we're going to roll our taquitos. So we're just gonna put our mixture on, and I just have a little assembly line going here. So we're gonna take our tortillas, by the way, they were in the beginning of all of the ingredients, yet I did not say them, but yes, you do need tortillas for this taquito recipe. What I suggest is you put the mixture close to one side. It will really help you when you're rolling it. So just take 1 scoop, 1.5 scoops of the actual mixture. And again, you are pushing it to one side. It depends on how thick or how thin you want your taquitos. And then I take it and I pull it towards me, pinching that closed, and then I roll it. And I kind of give it a little squish when I do this. Okay, and then you're gonna wanna put the seam side down on your pan. And I'm using a stone, so I don't need to spray this with any anti-stick because it already is. If you are using a steel, you might wanna consider spraying that. So I'm gonna make more of these taquitos. So I'm taking my mixture here. Again, one side of the tortilla, it'll make it so much easier for you. I'm going to roll, and then when I get to this point, I'm almost gonna pull it back towards me a little bit. See that crease I created? It makes it really easy then to just roll it right up. And again, I'm squishing it as I go. And then of course, I'm taking the seam here, and I'm gonna put the seam side down on my pan. And I'm just gonna keep making more. All right, I have my pastry brush in hand and I'm ready. We're gonna just take some EVOO and just lightly brush this on our taquitos. This is gonna create the semi-fried taste, and it's gonna make it crispy. So you're not even gonna miss the fact that these aren't fried, okay? So I just have my EVOO and again a brush, and this is lightly brushed on. It's not anything too heavy. I don't like it that heavy either. So just a very light brushing. Look at that. So we have 12 taquitos. Once we cut them up, they'll make tons for all of your guests. And then I have a garnish with sour cream and salsa. So I'm gonna cut these up and plate them and show you what they look like. Our whole spread's all laid out. I just have my last part of my cilantro for garnish. So I'm gonna take this, and this is just gonna add all of the color. And if your guests want to, they can grab a little bit with their taquito. And of course, this featured our main ingredient, our Philadelphia cream cheese. It has corn, it has black beans, it has cumin, chili powder, so much flavor. And our lime, that adds a lot of flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste. Again, I have sour cream and salsa. If you wanna serve it with that, I recommend you do. So let's see. So I'm looking for that crunch that you get with a fried taquito. Well, if that wouldn't say it, oh wow. Really creamy. I really hope you give this a try. And remember, if it's not taquito, it can be bean dip, or it can be a great dinner as well. I hope everybody has the best of luck this round, and we'll see you next week.